Amman, Tarek AlFarra, was at the meeting and spoke with the agency's Commissioner General about the challenges that it faces.
The Commissioner General and representatives of all of the committees of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, are convening in Amman for 3 days for their quarterly management committee meeting. The meeting provides the opportunity to decide upon key organizational issues and to discuss key activities for 2008.
This particular meeting is focusing on our organizational development, our reform processes, and talking about things like our quality of education, but all of our human resources process, our financial processes, trying to streamline and make our organization more efficient.
Department heads and senior staff representing the agency's various committees each discussed their current strategies, but also addressed a new set of political and economic challenges they are facing as a result of the current political situation. Although this is a routine meeting, it does come at a time of increased restrictions and heightened tensions in the agency's fields of operation. The way the Gaza Strip and the West Bank cities are besieged, coupled with global economic challenges, have all increased UNRWA's financial needs and made it work harder on appealing for more funds and fine-tuning expenditure. I asked the agency's director to explain how the access restrictions, which are imposed by the Israeli occupation, affect UNRWA's work.
It affects us quite directly, of course, because once you can't get things in and out, either the people can't move, but more importantly right now the goods can't move, so that even the amount of food and medicines and so on that we have to bring in and are still being allowed to bring in, we have to bring in through a very small crossing into Gaza and through a lot of checkpoints and closures in the West Bank.
Such policies have more than doubled the agency's expenditure.
Well, we just have had some calculations, so they're a range, and what it is for Gaza, for example, the amount of money we're spending is it depends on the agency, between 97% and 149% additional to what we usually spend and what we expected, what we budgeted for. And that's a major problem, because now we need more money, we need to ask for more money, and we need to get more money than we'd said we wanted last year.
This has seriously undermined the level of humanitarian services the agency can sustain.
This year what we've had to do is stretch out the food distribution. People are getting less food. More importantly, in the emergency program, many fewer people are being hired for a job creation program, and that is extremely important when you have an 80% unemployment rate in places like Gaza.
When I asked her if there was anything she would like to voice out through Press TV, she sent out this plea for help.
Just a plea for whatever help we can have, both for our emergencies. We've just launched our emergency appeal for next year, which is for us $237 million, and for the emergency also in UNRWA in northern Lebanon, we're also seeking emergency money for that, as well as our general fund, which, as we say, is becoming much more expensive.
With the prospects of a peaceful end to the Middle Eastern conflict extremely dimmed by the constant Zionist violations, and with the negative effects Israeli closures have on the livelihoods of Palestinians, the work of the agency is becoming ever more important. Tarek AlFarra, Press TV, Amman.